Hello folks, Sam Owens here with a product that there's going to be some people that want this product. It's a automatic wire stripper. And you say, what is that? Well, this will take wire, scrap wire, and remove the insulation from it, leaving just the clean copper. And that brings a more valuable price in the recycling system. So this is a clean way of recycling wire. So as I go along, up to the right, you're going to see all the information that will be very valuable to look at the specs and the features of this product. And I think it could be for you. Okay. First thing, you get the unit here, which has really got a humongous motor. This is designed to operate for a long period of time and continuously. So it's built to commercial grades. Okay, you get a user manual. The other is you get an additional cable guide. This is for the largest diameter cable. As you'll see in the information I provide, there's a range of sizes of cable that this will accommodate, and this would be the largest. And it goes right here, which is, this is the feed side of the product. You feed your wire in this, and you make adjustments right here by sliding this up and down. You want to guide the wire in so that it's bending around the guide and the cutting wheel. I'll demonstrate that and show that in a moment. But that is one adjustment that you have to make, is selecting the hole, and there's a slot in each one of these that allows you to move it up and down to get that angle where it's going around. If you have it going up and to the wheel, it can swing back and forth, not giving you a good cut. So you want it to kind of come up and over the wheel, and this will allow it the adjustment for that. So that's one adjustment that you have to make in setting up the cutting wheel. The other is the penetration of the cutting wheel into the wire. You have to select the right depth to just cut through the insulation. And we're going to deal with some scrap wire I have. You only want to have the wheel to cut into the insulation and maybe just slightly come in contact with the wire. So this is going to take a little trial and error to get that right point. If you go down too deep, you're going to start wearing out your blade prematurely, and the adjuster. And you have a power switch here, and it's covered with a plastic to keep anything from getting in or accidentally pushing the button. You got to actually push into this. It's not sticking out. The motor will continuously run and will not stop until you push this button. And I'm going to go ahead and plug it in just to demonstrate. Now I'm going to make sure this is off. I don't want it firing up when I plug it in. Okay, it's off. Now, I'm going to turn it on just for you to hear the motor, and you'll hear it. And there it goes running. And I could feed wire in. Now, I'm going to stop it, and it stops immediately. You see, there's 3 holes, one here, and one in the back. They don't have one on that other side where the motor is, because you couldn't really reach it. So this really, if you're going to really set this up, it needs to be secured, because it would move around and that wouldn't be good. Okay, I'm just going to hold the camera and show you that this cutting wheel right here needs to be lined up with the center of that cone, and there's adjusting screws on either, or nuts on either side, that will shift that blade if needed. Now this is a brand new wire stripping machine, so it's set up exactly perfect. But if you need to replace the cutting wheel, you'll have to reline that cutting wheel with those nuts. So that's something occasionally you're going to have to do when you replace the cutting wheel. We're going into the demonstration mode now. I have a wrench out here that's going to tighten up on this, and this is these nuts here are what's going to allow you to adjust the blade up or down and then lock it in position where it doesn't move around. And once you select one gauge of wire, you can do a lot of it without having to make any adjustment. I also have it temporarily mounted to my workbench without drilling holes, and this will hold it for the demonstration, and it's not going to move. So these are big, strong clamps. I have some scrap wire here, and I'm going to demonstrate removing the insulation. But first, we need to set the machine for this gauge wire, and I'm going to show you that. Okay, there's the cutting wheel, and now I'm going to run the wire through and get her started through the small hole that I just adjusted. Okay, right into there. Notice how that's going right in there, and kind of go down with it. And now I'm going to run down so I can actually watch this cut into the insulation and know I'm getting right in the center, and it's cutting right there. It's pretty close to the center. And now I'm going to try that and see what we get. There, that's what it's supposed to do. You see how it nicely cut it? And this pulls right out, and this just pulls right out. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. Now I'm going to get another piece, a black one, and we're going to run the whole thing through and see what we get. Actually, I'm just going to feed it in there and see if it'll just feed in when it goes. That cut perfect. That is what you're looking for right there, is a cut like that. And I was guiding this side of it, holding it as it went through. So it does take someone. You can't just feed a wire in. Someone has to be there in order to feed it in. And you want to kind of guide it. If bends and stuff, you'll see, a little experience will show you. But that really did an excellent job right there. And sometimes it'll get off a little bit, but see, it really does a fantastic job. But using the method there, pulling a little wire out and crimping down till you can see it go right in the center, that I have now found is the best way to adjust this. Okay, I'm happy with that. See what I mean is you got to pull the wire off. But there is some nice clean wire that's just great for the recycle locations. All right, I like this very much, so I want to thank you very much for watching my video.